Nigerian school children have been advised to stay clear of drugs and cultism to ensure a promising future. This advice was given on Wednesday in Ikeja during the 2024 International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking, organized by the Crime Reporters Association of Nigeria, Cran. Commander Malum Musa, in charge of media and advocacy for the Nigeria Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) Lagos Command, emphasized the day's theme, "The evidence is clear, invest in prevention." He urged the attending children to avoid drugs, act as good ambassadors, and resist peer pressure. Musa highlighted that illicit drugs often fuel criminal activities and can derail their ambitions.
Mandates that is vested on her to carry. So today we are now on the demand reduction, because in the demand reduction aspect we sensitize, educate, and go around the society to tell them why people should not go near drugs. Because all the crime that we mention, if you call terrorism, armed robbery, bandit, kidnapping, rape, cultism, there is no sensible human being in his right senses that will do it without something that will alter his mind. And that thing that will alter his mind is the drug. Nobody will stand by the road and then say he wants to rob without changing what is in his head. And that thing will make him to go outside his normal human being. That is when he will now use whatever means of arms and ammunition to collect people's hard-earned money. So also raping. Nobody will see woman and now say he will rape her, unless he is not in his mind. So also all other crime. So in essence, illicit drug is the fuel that is used by those people that are perpetrating this crime. Without illicit drug, they cannot do. You can see our law enforcement agency carrying arms and ammunition on the road, but they can never rob you because they are in their right senses.
State Police Command spokesman Benjamin Hundeyin cautioned the children against experimenting with drugs, stating the moment you take drugs, you are no longer in control of your faculties. He warned them about the consequences of crime, drug abuse and cultism, noting that juvenile offenders will face trials in juvenile courts and possibly be sent to juvenile homes.
For those that understand what you put in got apple, what you put chemical apple, meaning concussions, solutions, mixtures, they will mix different drugs. And if you watch that video, you'll see the effect. They were all moving like zombies, moving in a jacking manner like zombies, and they had torn clothes. All I knew was passing the message there. If you start taking drugs, your life will end up like that. You can't have coordinated movement, physical movement. You can't have a coordinated faculty, cognitive reasoning. You can't have a coordinated ambition in life. That's what that song is saying. If you haven't watched it, watch it. I don't think you want to end up like that. So I was also reminded to talk about punishments for doing drugs. I won't go into specifics, but I will tell you that there are many people in prison today for doing drugs. They are not doing themselves today. Every now and then, not all the time, but every now and then we hand over some drug burns to the NDLEA and some seizures we make.
Daniel Osita Collins, CEO of Jesus Care Reformation Center for Drug Abuse and Misuse, called on all Nigerians to join efforts in safeguarding the younger generation by reporting crimes to the police. He stressed the importance of discouraging and promotion of drugs and chemical substances through music, movies, and clubs, expressing concern over children idolizing musicians as role models.
The focus should be how do we get rid of these mandates in the life of our younger ones. The police, of course, have done very well to mount outreaches of recent programs through the IGP, Mr. Oluka himself, who is at the forefront presently trying to sensitize the dangers of crime, most especially cultism and drug abuse and other vices through Coca-Cola in Nigeria to reject all these menace. He decided to put on an office to focus on this aspect they call Coca-Cola. And they are channeling their own resources to all this. Like I said the last time when Coca-Cola had a program, I did say the nonchalant attitude towards the issue of how to liberate and save the younger generation in Nigeria is really uncalled for.
Earlier, in his welcome address, Cran President Lekon Olabulo urged the NDLEA and other security agencies to engage in public sensitization in schools and communities to combat drug abuse in Nigeria. He stated, as members of the Crime Reporters Association of Nigeria, Cran, we are committed to supporting society by raising awareness among students and the public about the dangers of drug abuse.
It's not peculiar to any to any particular group of people. Drug abuse is everywhere. It is very worrisome that in primary schools now we have names like Colorado, Mobi, marijuana, Indian hemp. It is worrisome that these things have taken into the society what were not there in the past. The government has done enough through the NDLEA and other security agencies to fight the menace of drug abuse, but that is not enough. Almost every day we hear of NDLEA arresting. Almost every day they arrest 6 million of things, 6 billion from them, but that has not really given the impact on drug abuse. I want to advise NDLEA and other security agencies to engage in public sensitization in schools, in communities as a way of fighting the menace of drug abuse in our dear country.
These collective efforts aims to protect the youth and ensure a drug-free future for Nigeria.